That's a band called Redbone from about 1976. Come and Get Your Love. And what I want to talk about, Redbone's Coming, Getting Love, Coffee, Subconscious Mind, Lack of Money, and I'm avoiding the elephant in the room, and that's always trauma. Why is it that you don't have enough money? Why is it that the borders are closed? Why is it that I can't get a haircut? I mean, I brushed my hair and I trimmed around my ears a little bit. It's not too bad. But today, when I looked, it said that the barbershop's not going to open until September. Why is it that the barber's not going to open until September, and yet when I look at the news article about the Premier of Ontario, Doug Ford, he looks like he's had a nice haircut. And the President of the United States, Donald Trump, looks like he's had a nice haircut. And Lester Holt of NBC News looks like he's had a nice haircut. Why is it all the newscasters look like they've had haircuts, but the barbers are shut for the regular population? I've got problems in my subconscious. My subconscious keeps saying, these fucking assholes are getting haircuts, and I'm not allowed to have one. These fucking assholes, I'm talking about Doug Ford and Lester Holt and the local newscasters, keep telling me what to do, and then they do whatever the hell they want. I don't find too much love in their hearts. I find them scoundrels. Yesterday, when I was looking up crisis actors on Instagram, I found one that I looked at, a few months ago. And it was about a 12-year-old boy who was listed as being dead from 3 different circumstances in 3 different newspapers. Same picture, same boy, but he died 3 different ways. Why is it that the mainstream news media has to make up news? And why are they so dumb to use the same pictures for different stories? Are they that lazy? Yes, they are. Mainstream news they're constantly using fake stuff and saying it's real. And then people are wondering about this. Well, it's the endless, story to go and play at your heartstrings. So-and-so was brutally this, that, or the next thing. It's all designed to prompt outrage from you or to make you cry. And then for you to say, well, we've got to do something about it. Well, the government and the people that own the media know that's what you're going to do. And that's why they do these things, because they want certain things from you. Consent. It's called manufacturing consent, and that was a topic brought up by Noam Chomsky, a famous professor, who talked about how people who have money and media and government people in their back pocket like to use all these tools to get your consent to do things. Are these things in your best interest? Well, only because you've been brainwashed into believing that's so by these kind of news stories. But crisis actors are real actors. And if you look, you'll see that horrible, outrageous things often have crisis actors involved. So people say, well, is the whole thing like filmed in a Hollywood studio? I think it could be some of them. Some of them are set up and they have crisis actors in them, but they blend in with the general population. There's a French term called agents provocateurs, and that's where you have people pretending to be something they're not. So a good example is police dressing up and acting like agitators, going around doing vandalism. What kind of police do this? Well, there's nothing more I need to tell you at this point. Because this is the history of planet Earth. And it's a lot of stuff like this. And it still goes on today, and plenty of people don't know this kind of history too well. Because when these things happen, this should automatically pop to your mind. Is this a fake story? And what's the agenda behind a story like this? If it's a mass shooting, the agenda is taking guns away from the general population. Who would want to take guns away from the general population? Well, it wouldn't be the Colt Revolver Company because they want you to buy guns. No, it would be somebody who is afraid of you having guns. Who was that? Well, if you've got guns and your neighbors have got guns, you can form a militia. And a militia is designed for defending your town. And if you don't have guns, then it's very easy for someone else who's got an army to walk right into your town and do whatever the hell they want. What do they want to do? There's an episode of Star Trek, the original series. Well, there's lots of good episodes of Star Trek, the original series. In fact, if you want to understand what's going on planet Earth, watch Star Trek, the original series. Because it touches on so many things that are still relevant today. And it might be set in a far-off world, but the far-off world is a mirror of what's going on planet Earth. As far as taking people's guns away so that they can't form a militia, whose guns aren't going to get taken away? Criminals. They always manage to get their hands on guns through smuggling or whatever. Somebody always going to say, yeah, I know, but, insane people get a hold of guns. And I was just reviewing the so-called insane killer who shot President Reagan. The man's name was Hinckley. And they said that he was crazy on the mainstream news. But behind the scenes, Hinckley was a good friend of the Bush family. President Bush the first and President Bush, his son. Hinckley was a good friend of theirs. They said he was crazy to shoot Reagan, but it more and more looks like an assassination attempt. By who? The Bush family. In Canada, the famous mass shooter Marc Lépine shot a bunch of women in Montreal. And that prompted an enormous call for gun control in Canada. Gun control means we're going to take away your guns. Did it stop the shooting in Canada? No. You watch Toronto news any night of the week, and there's always a shooting. Who wants Canadians disarmed? I mean, the people all will say, we want the guns out of the hands of Marc Lépine. It's easy to tell you who wants the guns out of the hands of Canadians. Those people who want to take over Canada. Who's that? I don't know, but I think they're the same people who keep telling people over the mainstream news that there's a horrible virus going around and you're going to have to do self-arrest and keep yourself locked up in your house under quarantine. Same people. What's their overall agenda? Their overall agenda is to do what they're doing. What's their long-term plan? Their long-term plan is to clear Canada of Canadians. and give it to, I don't know. I think they're just going to take it. Who's got the money to do this kind of a job? It's going to be the, well, it's certainly not some poor person living on homelessly in a tent. So it's going to be the other polarity. If it's not someone living in a tent because they're homeless and poor, it's going to be someone living on Epstein's Island with yachts and private jets and private armies. It's time to wake up.